What up? What up? Welcome in everybody to another episode of Profit Picks. If you are new, we always start the show by being transparent. And yesterday we talked about some good things in that Sparks game. First half hit, full game hit, but I did not get to the window with any of them. I have to admit that I did the shows, did another show, hopped on with Kyle, and then I'm just tired from all the traveling I've been doing. But took a nap, fell asleep, slept too long, so didn't actually get to the window. But for anybody that took it, nice easy winner on those sparks, especially first half. So let's see if we can talk some good stuff out again here today. We have two WNBA games. We have NFL finally here, and I did want to talk baseball, but I'm looking at the chat. I might have overlooked the starting time. I wanted to. All right, let's get to these comments. Jeff in here says, first, what's up, Skee in chat? Reminding everybody to smash the like button. Appreciate that. And he says he's got 3 units on Twins money line. Let's go. I wanted the Twins today. I did not know they played so early. And Mark says they're up 3-0 in the second. So missed out on MLB. Won't have any other games to talk about there. But nice work from Jeff. And hopefully you get to the window with that ticket. What up, Mark? Says good day, Skee and crew. Let's make it a great day. Jeff ready to talk some football. He's already liking the under in the Steelers Falcons. We will talk some more football tomorrow. Today we will just discuss, NFL for tonight and WNBA for tonight. Pretentious Prodigy says, let's get some cheddar today. Skee, hit the like button for our guy. Appreciate you. Mark sounds like he's liking the under. We'll talk about it. B Daddy, what's good, bro? I got back in town later than I expected. And then I think I didn't do a show the day I got back in town. So I might have missed you. Hopefully you enjoyed your time in Vegas. And I'll have to get with you next time. Boofer, he might know where I'm looking in this NFL game tonight. So let's get to it. We'll talk first two WNBA. First up is 6-11, 6-12, Seattle Storm, New York Liberty opened up. Liberty minus 7.5. They're an 8-point favorite right now. Total open 164.5. Not much movement. It does look like it's moving right now, though. Half a point to 164. As far as the injury report, let's hit refresh there. Nobody on the injury report for either one of these teams. And I'm going to pull up Moneyballer here while we talk about and look at this game. So let me share the screen. Get Moneyballer there. And you guys should be able to see this. So, Storm are coming off of a win. They did get some revenge on Connecticut after looking really poor. I think that was the first game they've covered since the break. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They were 0-7 ATS until last game, and they got the W versus Connecticut. Listen to them talk in their interview, talking about what changed, or they said that they put an emphasis on defense. It was more just a mentality, and it sounded to me like at one point they kind of just maybe lost confidence. We're going through the motions. I know they're trying to integrate Gabby, and when you move players around, it can mess up the team rhythm. But it sounded like after that interview that they were embarrassed with how they've been playing. They know that they're better than that. They know what they're capable of, and they wanted to go out there and show them, and that's what they did in that game. They held Connecticut under 70 points. So maybe, just maybe, the Storm are going to be trending back in the right direction here. The Liberty, they do have the rest advantage. They haven't played since the 30th of August. So you can, make that argument like we always do, rest or rust. I do tend to think when you have 4 days or more, it tends to turn into rust. Seattle was the last time this team played, and they won by 13 points. So for a team like Seattle that was in a funk and now maybe getting out of it, getting some confidence back, and getting a chance to get some revenge on another team who just recently beat them. And you have the Liberty on the other side who are potentially rusty. I want to lean toward the Storm here. And I say that, and let me look at some more things here. I say that, and I realize how poor they've been playing. They've been losing us money since the break, and the Liberty have been the complete opposite. They've been, dominant. since the All Star. They've been dominant all season, but dominant since the All Star break, and a team that you have not wanted to step in front of. So it makes me a little bit nervous here. If I have to play the side, I do think I would prefer Seattle. But post All Star break, let's see here. Both defenses have been better than their offense. Pace wise, they're kind of middle of the pack here. And I think I'm liking the under in this game. Like I was saying, when I listened to Sky and Gabby talk, etc., there was so much emphasis on being that defensive team. Like that's their identity. And even Gabby said this is what we expected when I came over here. So I think they continue with the emphasis on the defensive end, and you see the Liberty have also been the best defensive team post All Star break, post Olympic break, whatever you want to call it. So if I'm playing this one, I would lean towards the under. Here we go. Storm only 1-7 ATS post All Star. Liberty. Every game as a home favorite post All Star, they've gone under. I think that's what I would prefer right now. If I'm making one bet, it's under 164. Let's take a look and see what you guys think here. Get that off of there. Get to the comment section. Let's see. Let's see. What up, James Samuels? First class agency likes the Astros and the Twins together. All right, B Daddy, my bad. Sorry I missed you, bro. He said he enjoyed Vegas as always. Yeah, Vegas, it'll treat you nice, man. It will treat you nice. Casey says, call someone daddy, then tell him you back in town. You gotta pause. Man, I'm just reading screen names, Casey. I'm just reading screen names. You could read. You see the name on the screen. All right, what are we liking in this game? B Daddy likes the Liberty minus 7.5. And he also likes Stewie over 21.5 points. So he's disagreeing with me here on the side. And I mean, I can understand. Boofer says Seattle doesn't want to cover. I think that will change, but they've been playing like that up until that last game. First class agency says Storm first half spread is what he's liking. And it makes sense. I mean, if we're expecting a team to be one of these teams to be rusty and the other one not, and Seattle, seeming like they got their confidence back, I can understand that first half. What is the number you get here? You get a 4.5 for that first half on the Storm. Mark likes the. I mean, I could lean towards that Storm first half with you. I really can. Mark likes the over. I disagree with that. Casey says, bro, they finally told Gabby to shoot the ball. Yeah, she talked about that too. She said that she was trying to be more, I forget the word that she used, but she's trying to be more aggressive. I guess I'll use that word, and less timid is kind of what she was getting at in that interview. She said that it opens up things for her teammates, and looks like it helped out. Jeff says he agrees. He likes the under in this game. Mark says maybe line goes up on Liberty. We'll move on the Storm. Well, the line did go up a half point from the opener. We can see if it'll continue to go up. Dutch ready to talk some NFL. What up, Dutchy? Hope all is well with you. I've seen you do some nice work in college. Let's see if we can carry that over to the NFL tonight. My guy is liking under because I know he's not talking about this WNBA game. Damian Hill likes the under in his WNBA game. Jose Perez and Sean Evans in the building. So we'll lean with the under 164. We'll move it on over to Mystics and Mercury. This one opened up Mercury -5. They're 5.5 or 6-point favorite, depending where you shop. Total open 165.5. It's moved a half a point up. Injury report: Mystics will be without Shakira Austin. Phoenix has both Osborne and Rebecca Allen game time decision. This one, I mean, obviously, whenever we see the Mystics out there, we all know by now they're a really good first half team. I don't want to fade them anywhere in the first half. But if I have to play this one, I'm more interested in backing the Mercury. And let me get this back on the screen here. I'm more interested in backing the Mercury. The Mercury are a team who had a really tough schedule coming out of that break. I mean, how many games have they played? Let me get back here. They have played 7 games compared to the Mystics 5. And they started off the break with a back to back. Um, I think it was 15 and then 16. So the one back to back maybe not be listed here. And then they played some road games, and I don't know. It's just been a lot of games for this Phoenix team. Even the coach said that the Olympic break kind of knocked them off their rhythm, and we haven't seen Phoenix playing their best basketball since. But standings wise, and let me pull it up, like they still have a lot to play for, and they're better than what they've been showing lately. So let me just glance here. Standings wise, we have the Mercury at 17 and 17. They're fourth on the west side. So they're in that seventh spot, it looks like, out of eight. Um, and still have potential to, pass the Fever. The Fever just passed them. So I think they'll continue to play hard. I think that they're a lot better than this Mystics team. I would want the entirety of the game though, because we know. Let's just look at it here. We'll look at the full season first. Mystics first half has been doing nothing but putting money in your pocket. 22, 9, and 2. As a road dog, they've been good first half and full game. But I want nothing to do with fading the Mystics early. I think as the game goes on, Phoenix will start to flex and they can win this one by margin. As far as the total, when you don't have Shakira Austin in there, we know she's a big piece, both defensively and offensively, but that rim protection is just it's lacking. I think, Griner should be able to score. I think that Copper will be able to get to the rim. I see Phoenix scoring a hell of a lot. And the Mystics, um, without Austin down there, they'll be playing faster, small ball, shooting a lot of threes. The only way I can look at this game would be the over. Pace wise, though, I don't like what I'm seeing from the Mercury post All Star break, playing at the second slowest pace. We do see the Mystics wanting to speed it up. Let me look at something here. Mercury, I guess nothing really standing out here. So don't feel too strong to get in on this one. If I had to play it, it'll be Mercury or the over. And if you put those two together, Mercury team total looks like you can get an 85 and a half. So that's my thoughts on these games. Storm first half or the under, Mercury or over. That's how I'm thinking about the WNBA. Let me take a look at the comment section, see if you guys can talk me into one way or the other. My guy Dutchy know what's up. We're gonna get there. You know what time it is. We definitely puffing on that pack right there. Chad says Mercury clinched. Won't get top four. What is this? Won't get top four. Zero reason for max effort. They can still move up. There's still a lot of games. I mean, does that mean Phoenix, you're gonna fade them the whole rest of, until the playoffs start for the next 2 weeks? I don't think, that's just how it works. Just my thoughts. B Daddy disagrees with me on the total. He's like in the under. Guys are ready for that NFL. We're gonna get there. Trust me, we'll get there. He says Phoenix offense is inconsistent. Chad says, give me Mystics. Got +7 when it topped out. I never saw a 7, but good job getting a good number on this game. Uh let's see. And I think that's it there. So I haven't put anything in my pocket for WNBA yet. I'll continue to look at it. I might get there with one of the bets that I mentioned. But I did get there on this next game we're going to talk about. Ready for some football finally. We have Ravens and then the Kansas City to take on the Chiefs, a rematch of the AFC Championship game. And this one opened up Chiefs -2.5. Still see 2.5 as a consensus number. There are some threes over there. If you like the other side, make sure you line shop. Total open 46.5 and still sitting right there. So you guys know I love this game. You guys know I can't wait to talk about this. But one thing I'll say is it's not the playoffs. One big knock on Lamar had was he's been unsuccessful in the playoffs long term. And going up against Mahomes, a guy who continuously gets to the Super Bowl, has won what 3 of the last 6 years. I think they've made it 5 of the last 6 years. That was my big thing. Just trusting him, trusting the momentum that they're in. Now we have a new season. We have a Ravens team that should be embarrassed, um, and a Ravens team that probably feels like they really need to win this game. But is that good enough for them to go out there and do it? And I just don't think so. I mean, the argument can be made. That's what everybody says from last year. Well, the Ravens didn't run the ball. If they just run the ball, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They would win. Um, I think Baltimore is lacking wide receiver wise. You guys know if you've been around for a while, I'm not the biggest Lamar Jackson fan as far as him as a passer. I think they're going to be pretty predictable. And I think the Chiefs defense can take advantage. On top of that, this is not the exact same Ravens team. This Ravens team has what, three new starters on the offensive line going up against a Chiefs team who returned the entire defensive line. That's advantage Chiefs. Um, and the Chiefs defense is really good too. I feel like they're underrated. The Ravens defense, they had an historic season last year. They led the league in sacks, points allowed, takeaways. They did lose Patrick Queen. I feel like you're not going to be able to repeat the historic defense. Um, so seeing some decline there, looking at that offensive line, looking at the difference between quarterback play. I mean, the only thing in this game for the Ravens side is, in my opinion, revenge, or if you feel like they can run the ball. But I think that the Chiefs, I mean, they didn't even have any receivers last year. I know Hollywood Brown won't play, but I think Xavier Worthy can be a weapon. You know, I think they will try to give him the ball in this first game. I just, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The Chiefs, they've won every. I mean, Mahomes, he's won every season opener, it's besides last year. And last year they were without Kelsey when they opened against the Lions. So that's an outlier game. Patrick Mahomes is 4-1 when he lines up against Lamar Jackson. I see no reason to look other than the home team. Uh, Kelsey's gonna have his girl in attendance. We know how the Chiefs were looking when she was up in the stands. I think everything points towards the Chiefs tonight. And you can do what you want. I personally took minus 145. You can still get that out there right now. You can get 142 at circa for the Chiefs if you do not want to take the 2.5 on the spread. That's the way I prefer to play. I think the Chiefs win this game. And like I said in the group chat, I said before, I posted a clip from last year in the playoffs where I said, the funny thing about all this stuff is the same people who are backing Lamar saying all these things about Lamar last year, they were going to come back and do the same thing again this year. And I'm seeing a lot of it. I don't know why we're expecting different results, but I won't. My bet in this game will be Chiefs to get the dub. If I have to bet the total, I do think the Ravens are going to struggle to score. I really do. Like I talked about their receivers already, and if they're predictable just running the ball, I mean, the clock is going to run, and predictability, it probably won't have a whole lot of success. Chiefs, we know they're a team that likes to get the lead and then sit on it. So I can understand the under. I think I would prefer that versus the over. But my play again is going to be on the side. Let's take a look at some comments. Let's see how you guys like this game. Where's Raven Ron at too? Raven Ron, I'm looking for my guy Raven Ron. He hasn't been around in a while. Sean Evans likes Ravens team total under. Says Chiefs defense still elite. I definitely can understand that. Team total number right now is 21.5 or 22.5, depending where you shop. Rick White says Ravens defense isn't bad itself. Kansas City offense started slow last year. I believe they'll start slow again this year. We shall see. I mean, I guess it's an opinion. Ronell says tunes in and here under. I know you love them unders. I think this is one you can get to the window with and cash a ticket. I definitely do. B Daddy likes Baltimore plus 1.5 first half. He likes under 23.5. I think that's the first half line. And he likes Lamar Jackson over 19.5 completed passes. Yeah, it did open Well, I didn't see a 47.5. My odd screen says 46.5, but I guess it depends where you're looking. Trevor Tillis thinks Derrick Henry will have a good game. I mean, if they go to the game plan and trying to run, you do add Derrick Henry. And Derrick Henry is a guy who has absolutely had success versus the Chiefs when he was on the Titans running the ball. So I can understand why you want to look towards Derrick Henry on his over rushing prop. David K says fishy line. Ravens are grading plus 100 if you like plus 2.5. If you want plus 2.5, he says he likes the under. Jeff says under is the strongest look in this game. B Daddy says Derrick Henry's going to take pressure off Lamar Jackson so he can make his passes on the move and in the pocket. One, who is he passing to? And it's not like they didn't have any running backs last year. They did. So I don't see what the difference is going to be. Boofer says he likes it sounds like Lamar over 48 rushing yards. Chad likes what he's hearing about the Chiefs. All right, we lining up on this one. Just Jay says Taylor's in attendance tonight. Kelsey will be showing out. They got a nice record when she's in the stands. I'll tell you that. Getting their rings. He says Baltimore will be salty. Yeah, I also think Chiefs. I think the Chiefs remember losing in Week 1 last year, and I think that they'll come out better this year. What do you mean by this, Sean Evans? What's the ATS spread for both teams? Historical? I don't know what you're. I'm not sure what you're asking me. Man, I don't want to mess up this name. I'll call him KP. He says, "What's up? Been missing the old green rooms. It's been a while since the green room, but that was absolutely a great platform. I wish I had, I mean, I guess Twitter Spaces, but it's still just not the same. Twitter Spaces doesn't have a chat as well. Um, I wish we could have something like that green room once again. I agree with you." Oh, Dizzle says no more Snead for Chiefs. Yeah, I mean, I guess if that's the deal breaker, but again, who is Lamar throwing to? Yeah, Boofer, I'm getting it in now. No Raven Ron to back up Baltimore. I guess we might have chased off all the Ravens fanatics after last year's playoffs. Or maybe they're just maybe lesson learned. I don't know. Flowers will eat, says Trevor. David K says 86 viewers, 29 likes. Smack the like button. It would definitely help out the show if you guys hit the like button for me. And my guy McKinnis is in here. He says, "What's up, everybody? Let's cash tonight. Good luck tonight, my guy. Hopefully, you're doing the right thing, man. Bet the Chiefs tonight. Do the right thing, McKinnis." And Cheshire Cat knows what to do. Says, "Let's go Chiefs." So, been on here for a little less than 24 minutes. Got through the WNBA. We talked Thursday night football, and now it is time for best bet. But before we do best bet, um, man, it's been a while since I've been on here doing this. So let me see if I can do like this. A reminder for you guys, the Money Baller, the site that you guys saw me using, with all the trends, stats, all that stuff. It's a great way to cap the games and like not have to use as much time. Like all the data that you need is pretty much in one spot. There's all sports, MLB, NFL, NBA, WNBA. And if you use coupon code SKEE along with the link in the description to this video, you get 50% off your first month at the Money Baller. And it would definitely help you make some smarter bets. So if you're interested, link is in the description. Um, yeah, outside of that, don't really have a whole lot to promote. Don't usually do a whole lot of promotion. I'll just say you guys know you find all my work at wagertalk.com. And for my members, hasn't been a whole lot lately, but week 1 NFL, I said this on Twitter. I always every year I come and I talk about how easy it is to, in the first week of NFL, you just bet, what you know about the teams who are the better teams, et cetera, et cetera. And you just don't have to think too hard in week 1. That changes when you get week 4 and on. So just not overthinking it. I put in a lot of work this, off season for the NFL. Did previews for each team. I've gone over each game 1,000 times. So I'm firing. I'll have a lot of wagers and members. I will definitely share with you So we can try to have a really good week one, really good weekend. Best bet for the show. You guys should know. I told you I didn't make a bet. Shout out to my guy McKinnon. He likes Pacheco over 2.5 receptions. Um, Best bet. You guys already know. Kansas City. I told you I took the money line minus 145. Best number is minus 142 right now. Not mad if you want to take the 2.5. I like Kansas City to win. Um, for all the reasons that I laid out earlier. I think the offensive line and defensive line is a big key for this game. And I think that the Ravens offense, as far as receivers, it won't be enough. They're going to become predictable. They're probably just going to run all game because they didn't run in the playoffs last game. And it's too good of coaches on this Kansas City staff to let them be successful with that. So, in Mahomes, we trust. Best bet, Kansas City minus 145. Appreciate you guys for rocking with me. Tomorrow, I have Rob Vino up first, or I'm not sure which order it will be, but we'll have Rob Vino on here. We'll talk some WNBA. We'll also talk some NFL, maybe college football, and we'll have our guy 5 Star come through and talk some more college football and NFL. So until then, good luck on all your action. Best of luck if you tell. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.